We're all getting older, and with that comes a lifetime of microscopic damages at the cellular level. And LifeVest has microcellular science, and Cell F is an intensive super blend formula. It claims to boost energy at the cellular level. So with me is the COO of LifeVest and the CEO of Mikra, Faraaz, Jamal. It's great to see you back here again.
That's amazing, Jane.
So Cell F is the actual product, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And that replaces what, multivitamins? Like, how does this work exactly?
So it's actually a really great question. A lot of our customers right now, they email in, they phone in and things like that, and they ask what can Self actually replace? And generally,
so you call it Self.
Yeah.
Self. Okay.
Yeah, it's Cell F or Self depending on how you want to go about it. But Self can actually replace your multivitamins as long as you're not, majority of people take multivitamins for whole body health and wellness and things like that. I always like to say that Self is actually the new modern multivitamin. It's meant to promote a healthy lifestyle as well as a healthy cellular system.
And I remember you explained that it works on the cells. And so, and we talked about hydration. That was one of the key things. So how does it work?
Yeah, so when you do ingest Self, it moves through your gastric environment completely unchanged, and then it's all absorbed directly into your cells. And that's where our technology really shines. So we actually transport these nutrients directly into your cells, and then they create reactions that can boost your inflammatory responses, your immune system, basically get rid of your chronic fatigue, and that's where Self really does shine. The majority of people out there right now take their multivitamins and they take their supplements and they're hoping to achieve more energy or achieve a better, just reduce some of that inflammation.
Better,
and Self actually does that.
Now, you've sold out 3 times.
Yes.
So apparently people are certainly willing to try. Are these repeat customers? Are they seeing successful results?
Yeah, so when we did push Self out to the market, it was a pilot test. I really wanted to understand how people would feel when they took the product, and honestly, it tastes like medicine. It tastes like it's supposed to work, and it does. We just didn't anticipate that over literally 80% of our customers would come back and then continuously buy, and then we've also seen them buying for their families as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that compounding effect has really come into play. So it's been really cool, but a little bit stressful as well to sell out 3 times.
Keep up with supply.
Yeah.
Is it a powder or a gel, or what is it?
It's a nutraceutical gel. So it's more like if you were to ingest peanut butter. It's that kind of type of consistency, and we're very different. And the reason why it's not a powder or anything else is because we use the active forms of the ingredients, so it doesn't get it doesn't get exposed to oxygen or anything like that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And is it a once a day thing?
It's once a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're just now for sale on e-commerce.
Correct.
So are you thinking about expanding?
That's actually really well timed. We're actually in talks with a major retailer, so we're hoping to roll something out over the next couple of quarters, as well as a lot of chiropractor as well as spinal clinics have been reaching out as well. So, yeah, I think we'll be everywhere quite soon.
Would you say this is more a pharmaceutical or a supplement?
I would say that we're closer to a pharmaceutical. And the major reason why is I always like to say the Self doesn't have any fairy dusting in it. And what I mean by that is we actually use clinically dosed levels of ingredients. So Self has got ingredients that are backed by about 150 human clinical studies.
Okay.
And we don't skimp at all. So everything that's within the product is the same dosage amounts that are used in those clinical studies. You'll come across other supplements that will claim to boost energy and things like that, but they have what we call trace ingredients, and then they usually just fortify the product with caffeine or some sort of stimulant, so you kind of feel that jitteriness after, and you're oh, it's working. So we stray away from that completely, and then on top of that, we pair it with our technology, which makes sure that the actual products are absorbed directly into your cells.
Mm-hmm. And so what are some of the benefits? You mentioned just energy.
Yep.
What are those benefits, and who seems to benefit the most?
So that's actually a really good question, and energy is such a broad term. We basically like to say that if you're taking a nap midday, or you're hitting that afternoon slump, or you're throwing back tons and tons of coffee, this product is probably going to be the one for you. It's not a stimulant in the sense that like you're going to take it and then you're going to immediately just stop having coffee or something like that. It'll take about a week or two, and then suddenly you start to sleep a little bit better. You'll feel a little bit more rested. Some of that chronic fatigue that you may be having in the past will start to slowly fade away. And you'll start to feel healthier as like a human being.
Yeah, just like you want to go out and tackle the world. So
exactly. Yeah.
How big do you think this product could get?
I always say that self is for everyone, but truthfully, the majority of individuals who are going to benefit are above 30. Like that's kind of that sweet spot. Once you hit 30, all of your like all-nighters at university or like all of those things like kind of catch up to you, and you hit that wall. Self is designed for everybody who's above 30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks so much, Faraaz, for coming back.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thanks.